So I think one of them is getting alignment with your technology organization. So much of what we do now relies on automation, and that automation giving us insight into our customer. And I really do find that the tools we need represent some hurdles for us, and really getting our technology partners to understand what we as marketers need, not just what we need as technologists, for example, in my company, to run the network.
So I think one of the key next frontiers is being able to differentiate the signal from the noise. So, we live in the world of big data. There's tons of information out there and available to marketers, but a lot of it is just that, it's noise. And so to be able to identify those key pieces of content, those relevant pieces of content that are really going to be impactful for you to make decisions on, and being able to separate that from just the rest of the noise that's out there. I think that's kind of the next big frontier that B2B marketers need to figure out.
So again, in my opinion, and if this really needs to get better, because we need to move from like us versus them mentality, sales and marketing I think will have to come together, right? Right now, sales and marketing, even though in many places they are sort of part of the same team or report into the same leadership, they still tend to operate as two separate organizations. And if people want to get away from the aspect of attribution, whose lead was it and who made the difference, we have to consider the conversion. So it doesn't matter where the conversion happens, right? A conversion could happen over the phone if you're doing business over the phone, or in your broker's office or your intermediary office, or on the web. But so long as the conversion happens and we're able to add to the top line of the company, that's where marketing and sales need to align their objectives. And that's where I think this is heading, whether people like it or not. This is what's going to happen at the end of the day.
So marketing and sales alignment's been an issue for a long time. Marketing is tasked with creating leads, pushing those leads over to the sales force. Sales is tasked with moving those to a close. And I think we're seeing technology help bring those two things together. Technologies like predictive analytics that help us score leads better, help marketers actually target the right people earlier in the process so that when they're turning leads over, they're more qualified leads for the sales force. And as marketing gets better at predicting the right leads and targeting the right leads, sales teams will trust those leads and start to treat them with more respect and more confidence because they're the right leads. And I think that's driving sales and marketing increasingly closer.